Senator Thayer.
Senator from Scott.
I vote yes, Mr. President. You know, sometimes I think some folks miss the point. We talk about this money from the federal government like it's manna from heaven. It has to come from somewhere, Mr. President, and it comes from the taxpayers. We all pay, well, not all, but most people, well, maybe not even most people. There are a lot of people who pay both state and federal taxes. So do we want to try to maximize the amount we get from the federal government? Sure. That's why that statute was passed long before most of us was here. But the folks who passed that could have never imagined what is coming out of the current administration in Washington, D.C. today, with an expansion of government and a plan to put more people relying on the goodness of Big Daddy government than ever before in our country's history, and certainly more than our forefathers could have ever imagined. So not only do we have the concern about what do we do here in Kentucky in 3 years when we have to start matching these federal dollars and paying more in state dollars and state taxes for these folks we have added to the Medicaid rolls, but we need to be cognizant about what's happening in our federal government. Because when we expand the federal government, we add more debt on the backs of our children and our grandchildren. And the problem just exacerbates itself every day when we let this continue. And so we as a state need to stand up and make a statement on that, Mr. President. And one more item. If we could adopt policies in Kentucky where businesses are encouraged to create jobs and businesses are encouraged to move here and create more jobs, then we would have less people who would rely on Medicaid for their health care. So, Mr. President, I felt obligated to stand up and make a statement about this incredible growth of government we are seeing out of the current presidential administration in Washington, D.C., which this state and the voters of this state have rejected in 2 straight presidential elections in landslides, Mr. President. And so I proudly cast my yes vote to give this General Assembly a voice in this process. Thank you very much.
Senator